Test, test, test.
Anybody?
Hey, baby. There we go. I bet you can hear me now. No audio, no audio. Yes, like I said, it helps if I am unmuted. No audio, no. Let's see a 5x5 if you got it. Okay. Brown sugar, welcome to the nest. What's in your pockets? What are you carrying? What'd you have for lunch? What'd you have for dinner? What are you having for dinner? I gots to know. I had spaghetti for lunch. Leftover spaghetti from last night. And I don't know what's for dinner. I'm not cooking. Thank God. Hang on just a second. Okay, had to get my girlfriend to turn on the AC because it gets warm in this room. Boy, yeah, exactly, Nick. Spaghetti is always good. Have you ever made a frittata out of the leftover spaghetti? You scramble up some eggs, put it into the spaghetti in the pan, pour the eggs on top of it, and when it's done on the one side, you flip it over, brown it up on the other side. That's good stuff. It actually changes the whole profile. I think it's a Spanish thing. Let's see. Let me switch cameras. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, something happened here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Chango. That's no good. I lost. Oh no, what the hell? That's okay. I guess you're stuck with just me. For some reason huh? I guess we lost the things that I've been working on so hard this morning. Oh, there we go. Oh, here we go. Main. There we go. Boom. Boom. There we go. Now you can see my board. I like to make fried spaghetti with leftovers. There you go. Caleb's rocking the Kubi Bloom and the pickled steel rhino. Nice. Very nice. Oh, I didn't make sure that was centered. Hang on. Let me see if I can fix that real quick. Chat select. There we go. Should be able to see that now. And let me switch that up. Oh, chat select there. Move that over. Oh no. Okay. Boom. There we are. When I set up the cameras, I forgot to do the chat thing. All right. Let's see who else is in here. I only eat one meal a day. It was, we had pizza from Santarpio's in Boston. Nice. Never heard of them. Have you ever heard of, never mind. I can't remember the name of the restaurant. It's been so long since I've been to Boston. Used to go there for training all the time. My company's headquarters was in Woburn, Massachusetts. And we used to go there all the time for training. So you see some stuff on the board. There's some coasters, so tattoo stickers, and some pins I picked up yesterday at a a festival my son and I went to yesterday. And that's the reason why I couldn't go live on my normal day, because we were at Barbecues, Blues, and Brews. Sorry, that was Saturday. Since I've been off I was off on Friday, and I'm off today. I got my days confused. So I went Saturday. That's why I couldn't go on. Today is Monday. Anyways, hey Ron, I am working and lurking. Okay, Patty. Hang tough and chat when you can. Let's see. So anyways, went to a festival called Barbecues, Blues, and Brews. It's around Father's Day weekend every year, and my son, when he's able to, makes a trek from wherever he's living, which in this case is in San Jose, California. He drives up here, and he spends a couple of days with me, and we go to this festival. Loser, what's in your pockets? Welcome to the nest. What are you carrying? What do you have for lunch? What are you having for dinner? Let's see. Let me go back and chat and see if I missed anybody. Help with gadgets. I called out you earlier, but I was muted back then. So welcome to the nest, guys. Anyway, so I picked up some stuff. You see the swag on the board. Like I said, I got coasters, I got stickers, and I got some tattoo things that I'm going to be including in the swag packs for my giveaways. Paul Mills. Oh, Brand New America's in the house too, and Kane Miranda, and let's see. I said Brand New American. I think Dwayne Letterman's in here too. Yep. How you doing? How's it going? What's in your pockets? Anyways, so on the board here are some things that I picked up. There's a vendor that shows up. It showed up, was at the last event that we went to, Rib Fest in Reno last year, and I was hoping he'd be there this year, and sure enough, as he was. That's a beautiful purple on the monkey's fist. Yeah, it is. Oh, yeah, here it is. I can bring it into focus, but this is courtesy of Kelly's Mishmash. I love it. Taking a bath can't at you all. Nice, Brand New American. That was a little TMI, but okay. Okay. So, anyways, picked up some knives at the festival, and I'm going to share it with you today. Look at that. Look at this beauty. Everybody needs a mermaid knife. Look, take a look at this. Would you look at it? Just look at it in all its mermaidness. The blades came in two different colors. One had a pink blade, and this one had a nice shiny blue blade. And this is the one I decided to pick up. A nice sculpted mermaid with frolicking with looks like a dolphin, and yeah, check that out. Cool as not. And it's made out of the best stainless steel. And in China. Oh no, you Barbie and Marissa LSK are gonna have to have a mermaid knife battle. Yeah. and it's assisted opening. I think we all have the same knife. There's probably only one company that makes these and sells them, but if he's there in September or late October, late August, I'm gonna pick up the remaining ones, the other variations. Fookdoozle, welcome to the nest. You almost missed the mermaid knife that I picked up Saturday. Hell, it's got nice ergos. That's for sure. Clip, I can barely feel it. Nice. Oh, I'm going to have to figure out a way to work that out. Oh, well. I didn't think it would be different. I thought it would shrink down, but that's all right. We can make do. That's one of the knives I picked up. The second one is this Punisher knife. The big drawback to this one is it's got serrated blade. But again, made with the finest stainless steel and made in China. But it's cool, it's cool. Barbarian Bronny's in the house. What's in your pockets? What are you carrying? At least I'm assuming he is. Some people are saying hi. I guess you're not saying hi for no apparent reason. Anyways, that's my pickup. My second pickup. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take the mermaid knife out of the box and leave it on the board. At least until I get to working. All right. Put this over to the side. Now the piece de resistance. Pardon my French. Angelo, welcome to the nest. What are you carrying? What's in your pockets? I'm glad you can make it to the nest. Look at this. And all its Batman-ness. Unfortunately, they were sold out of the black ones. Kelly's Mishmash, I already said that. Loser, Angelo, Dwayne, Bronny. And check this out. And of course, it'd be out of balance unless I did this. Look at that blade. Look at that. Let me clear this. Oh, snap. You can join me in Titanium Justice Club, Ron. You betcha. Look at that. And next in August, if he's there, I'm going to pick up the remaining variations. Gotta love that knife. But those are my pickups from this weekend. Let me see if I can do a little close up there. There we go. How's that? Kind of like that. Put it down here. Move this here. Move this here. Lou, you should see gas stations. Batman. Fiero. Gas station Batman would be proud. Yeah. Cheap knife is better than no knife. However, prefer to spend a few extra bucks on an inertia, a buck inertia made in the USA. I hear you. I hear you, but you know, I'm actually not into buck knives, but I can appreciate that. These were 3 for $25. That's a deal if I've ever heard one. Let's see. So that's my pickup. What are y'all carrying? Let me zoom back up here and see if I missed anything. Wait. I guess the knife costs extra if you get the coconut bra option. Yeah, that wasn't an option, unfortunately. There we go. Let me zoom back up here. Fookdoozle, what's up? What's in your pockets? What are you carrying? That's as far back as I can go. If we knife is watching, I bet they are taking notes alongside Max Ace. You betcha. Real men don't need knives, just fists. Well, you could say that, but I think anybody who gets a knife to be for self-defense is just asking for trouble. Unless you're a professional knife fighter and or a professionally trained knife fighter, there's no way you should ever be defending yourself with a knife. Your best bet is to turn around and run, because there's too many things that can go wrong. You're too close quarter. It's too easy for somebody else to get the control of your knife if they don't have any weapons. Yeah, hammers are a lame tool too. People who use saws cut wood are weak. Well, it beats using a saw to nail hammer and a knife, a nail, and it's hard to cut wood with a hammer. So it's all about using the right tool for the right job. Yeah, maybe, okay. Granted, Tom Papa, I don't know you, but, you know, a pew-pew beats a knife any day. Of course, I wouldn't use a pew-pew up that close anyways. Too many things go wrong. Paul Mills, Angelo, what's up? What's in your pockets? What are you carrying? Oh, and also up out here I have my Kaiser helmet. Helmet. I agree with Fook. We had a hammer and a saw using carpenter. Why is that? Okay. Move into our neighborhood, and he lowered the property values. Hey, Kurt White, how you doing? What you carrying? What's in your pockets? And then, of course, I have my Vision, my Buster FG, which I worked on a little bit to make it a little more snappy. Ooh, blade needs to be cleaned. You're carrying the Kaiser yacht. You know, I need to get that. Unfortunately, I believe it's sold out. And I think also discontinued, which is a shame. And also my Penguin. I don't know if you remember when I did the unboxing, I found that it was a little grindy. I took it apart. I buffed down the washers. There's 2 washers in each side, plus a nylon washer. Oh, sorry, a Teflon washer. And now the action is absolutely perfect. Oops. I can normally spidey flick it. Wow. There we go. And then, and also out here is my Kaiser Drop Bear 2 in flat DLC, which I also serviced. They all just need to be cleaned a little bit and relubed, and they're all running perfect now. Look at that. But what I'm really going to do here, let me close up this knife here. William Hornbustle, hey, welcome to the nest. What's in your pockets? What are you carrying? Oh, you're talking about the whole line, Kane? The whole line of Kaiser fixed blades? Yeah, although I think I'm going to join the others in saying that the Drop Bear fixed blade is a little on the small side. It's not bigger than this sheep's foot. This is, I think, 2.98 inch blade. I keep on wanting to hit the liner with my thumb. Break out the old TS Prof. It's been so long since I used it that the other day I actually thought it was broken. There we go. That piece broke off of it right up here, but I was wrong. Let me switch to vertical sharp. There we go. Boom, boom. See, right here I have a blade that I started on. It's my son's. I don't know if you remember a few lives ago, he was worried, that would be Big Bird, was worried that he had permanently damaged his knife. He, in a sense, rolled the edge of the knife over. And so that took me all 5 minutes to fix. But unfortunately, this knife needed to be sharpened and reprofiled. I'm taking it to a. I had sharpened his knife to a 17-degree bevel, but since he has a habit of using it hard, at least he rolled the edge, cutting 2-liter bottles. I reprofiled the blade to a 20-degree bevel. William Hornbus is carrying a Wixo Skort, Arcfield Pro, a baby bug out clone, minimalist Bowie neck knife, and a Buck 110. Good pockets, very good pockets. I want to get the Laren Buck. Only because it's got Laren Thomas's name on it. That'd be cool. But let's see. Jim Cox, welcome to the nest. What are you carrying? Oh, you already answered that question. Jim Cox is carrying his Demco 8020 and a Chavez Chubb flipper. Nice. I'm not familiar with the Chubb flipper, but I can only imagine. 80/20. I do likey. Although it's got I think with the Atlas lock, which along with the super lock, I am not a fan. I only got this because I like the blade shape and look good with the handle and the blade size. But this spring, whew, that's tough. It's the utility knife flipper, not the OTF. Ah, I see. People are greeting each other. So anyways, so I reprofiled it to 20 degree edge. And that's all I did was reprofile it. I need to refine the edge. And that's what we're going to be doing today, as well as keeping track of the chat. Don't like the new FG. No? Why not, Lou? What's up with it? Olight Mini and Uncle Bill's gripper zippers on all my keychains. Work and home handcuff keys too. Okay, nice. Oops, hang on. The chat's getting away from me. I won't be buying one of those either, loser. Why? What's wrong with them? Kane Miranda just sold his Vision FG. Any particular reason why you sold it? You just wanted to get another knife, or TRM Neutron incoming? Nice. Okay. This is a solution of little water and dish soap. And like I said, I already reprofiled the blade. Now I just got to refine the I don't know if you can see, but this has a wicked curve here. So I'm using my thin stones. Losers, KW and Melissa Backwoods had a special bonding moment on TKL's stream this weekend. Nice. Just ordered a PM2 and a Civivi Buster. Like this, William. Did you get the black one or the green micarta? Ah, I see. Oh, I want that Damascus one. Kenny Miranda. I want that Damascus Vision FG. Although, you know, that I'm always a fan of Damascus, but the Civivi Damascus there is, I don't care for the pattern much, but the Buster having that stop pin hitting the blade where it does seem like a poor design. Well, you know, when I had this apart, I checked it out, and the stop pin is right there. Can you see? Right there, which gives a lot of sharpening room. By the time I get that far with the blades, this will be somebody else's problem. I have a Civivi Damascus Vision FG. Nice. You don't care about sharpening room? Then what's the problem with it? Loser, me neither. But, so then what's the problem with where the stop pin is hitting the blade? Or is it a real problem? Or just a perceived one? Because, you know, most stop pins hit a blade. Whether it's near the sharpening part or the the non-sharpening part. I want a maximum return on my knife investment. Yeah, but what I don't. If you're not worried about sharpening life, then what is limiting it? I just want to understand. Neve says they are too close to the choil. You know, that's relative. That's very relative speaking. It's right there. That's where the stop pin hits. Where the blade hits the stop pin is right there. Let me move that a little closer. Right there. You don't see it. It's not causing any damage. Hell, it's not even marking the blade. So well, maybe you could see right around there where it hits, but no big deal. In my mind, there's no big deal, anyways. True, you know, it was a design choice, I guess. Apparently, a Snecht came out with I don't know, if it was a statement or if it was a video or whatever, defending his choices, and I can see it either way. It's still a 100% usable knife, and it will remain so for as long as, well, as long as I have it. I don't care about the excuse. I care very much about sharpening life. That's one of the reasons why I now prefer a full flat grind. Ah, I see. Do much sharpening, do you? What's crazy looking, Watch City? Did I miss something? I bet no one's seen what I'm carrying. My new knife, my Azerbaijan, my son-in-law brought back from his work trip. Oh, okay. Is it cool? I'm definitely going to have to make a video about this knife. It has no brand name unless it's the star and moon symbol on the blade. Nice. I'd be interested in seeing that. Watch City says, my daughter's husband brought me back a knife. He was on a business trip in Azerbaijan, and he brought me back a knife, something I've never seen before in his life. Can you maybe, since you can't share pictures on here, can you describe it? Or I'll wait to see the video. You got a hell of a lot more sharpening life out of a deep hollow grind, and they don't thicken up for a good while. That's true. This is a very thin, slicey blade. And, yeah, I don't think that's a problem. But, you know, to each their own. So once you got the apex, once you create a burr the first time, it doesn't take long at all to create a burr on the other side. And right now I'm just working the scratch pattern. Let's see, where's my, get my handy dandy X-ray eyes. Anyways, I didn't know anything about the issue with the stop pin. Yeah, I understand, Paul. He says as opposed to a full flat. That's all he meant. Well, true. Very true. But there's also a drawback to having a hollow grind like that. You have the cutting edge, it tends to be weaker. You're torn on if you should get a T4 from Tormek. Is that a guided edge bevel, sharpener, or is it a power sharpener? I love a hollow grind, and most of my EDCs have one, but they do suffer when they are cutting very dense materials. Yep, you got, that's God's honest truth there. Full Fire Zero, or Full Fire O. Nick, I love the TS Prof. It's great. Yes, it is. I don't know why we would buy with a known problem. Hang on. Let me, no problem when there are so many other good knives available. Well, you know, I actually didn't actually know about that issue when I bought the knife. Would I have thought twice about it had I known? I don't know. I found out after the fact, and you know, at least watched Jared's video, and after seeing it, I don't see it as a problem. But would I have bought it knowing? I don't know. It's hard to say. Maybe not. Maybe so. The knife design is cool, so there's that. It's a serious investment, Caleb. Oh, I have a KME. It works just fine. Yep, more power to you. I started off with, I started off sharpening freehand. Got extremely frustrated, especially with harder edge, harder steel knives. Now, mind you, that's probably my fault, or the YouTubers that I watched. The stones, which were water stones, weren't up to the task. It just would take forever to sharpen a knife. And also, I could sharpen the hell out of a knife. I could put a wicked edge on it, but I couldn't get a really nice looking bevel. I lose concentration when I'm, I lose the angle after being repetitive. Of course, that happens because I was using crappy stones and it took longer, so it was harder to keep the wrist locked in place for so long. But so I got frustrated. Found out about guided systems. Started off with a really cheap system. I don't even know if it actually had a name. And then I moved to another cheap system. It was a little more expensive, but that was a little more better made. The only problem is I'd waste so much time every time I flipped the knife. I'd have to readjust the bevel, and that would take freaking forever. I'd have to adjust it every single time. Flip, adjust, flip, adjust, flip, adjust, and just flipping back and forth. it would just lose its angle. And then I heard about the TS Prof, and I had some cash, and enough said. I feel like going through the crappy stuff makes you so much more appreciative of the good stuff. True, but you know, I don't need to be punched in the eye to know that I wouldn't like it. And try to avoid it. You know, I don't need to be punched in the eye to know that that's not a good thing. You know, there's that. So, personally, I would have rather gone without. Hey, Nigel Life, how you doing? What's in your pockets? What are you carrying? What do you have for lunch? I had some spaghetti. I am sipping on some Johnny Walker Black, and I am sharpening sharp stuff. So there we are. Cal 420, my guy. Good to see you, brother. Who's that? Wait. God bless it. I gotta stop resting my mouse there. Oh, I'm gonna need some liquid stuff. Oh, gotta be on this side. Yeah, originally when I went to when my son told me about the problem with this knife, I thought that he really damaged the edge, and I was going to have to use my Ken Onion power thingy to sharpen. But when he finally made it up here, and I took a look at it, I thought, oh, that's not bad. I actually fixed it with a whatchamacallit, an honing rod. I was able to straighten the edge with a honing rod. That's how small the damage that was on the edge of the blade. But you know, that's the thing. You know, people that don't know don't know. So now he's going to get he wants me to make him a strop. And I found these, and there's a link in my, in the description of all my videos of a cheap honing rod, ceramic honing rod that's only about this long. Oh, maybe 8 inches long, very small. And it's like $8 and it works great. Let's see. I'm missing part of the chat. Hang on. Fook got a lot of use out of his Precision Adjust Elite. Caleb's eating a stuffed cod paired with an old-fashioned. Nice. I don't know about the stuffed cod. I mean, I do like some cod, but yeah, an old-fashioned I can stand 100% behind. I make a wicked old-fashioned. Howdy woo, you lucky bastard. Why is Blind Woo a lucky bastard? Let's see, Afternoon Puffin, Banana OG. I'm not sure what that means. Like the fish Caleb cod stuffed. Oh, I see. Maybe. Yeah, snakes. I bet it was Fook. So Caleb, it's true we share the same. Okay. Well, it depends, Lou, how long the stones last on TS Prof. I use Veneve, and per Veneve stones, what's his name, Jared Neves, these should last me a lifetime. If you see the stone that's here and this stone right here is double-sided, so the cutting material is a little thinner, only like 2 millimeters. So you see the colored part on the stone? That's how much bonded diamonds are there. Well, let me get it to focus. There we go. See the colored part on both sides? Those are the that's the how much life would be in these stones. But there's also, let's see, I have 2 stones, 2 Veneves, because they didn't, oops, these are steel. I mean diamond, but here we go. This is a single-sided Veneve, and I think it costs like $60. But see how much bonded diamond material is there. I mean, that's all this color here up to the aluminum is bonded diamonds. So if you flatten every once in a while, these should outlast me. And then my main profiling stone is this Atoma 140. This is wicked aggressive. Seriously. I mean, I have these right here, which is a Gen Diamond 80 grit. Fairly aggressive, but not as aggressive as the 140. And these get it gets clogged up easy, and I have to continue to clean it with a bartender's friend and a little cheap nail scrubber brush is what I use to clean my stones. But this is, I don't know if you can see but this is wicked aggressive. This removes steel like nobody's business. But, you know, you just really need 3 or 4 stones. I got a couple extra. I go, let's see, my dual beveled sides. Let's see, single stone is F80 and F150. And my double-sided ones is let's see, F240, F400 on the other side, and this one's F800, F1200. And these are the stones I have. I also have a plethora of diamond stones, even the ones that I still have, the ones that TS Prof, this sharpener came with, which are better than the ones that I had bought previously to that. Oh, yes, he did. Yes, he did. It was the 003. Damn him. See, right now I'm refusing to buy a fixed blade knife because I do not need another addiction. And I know if I buy a decent fixed blade, that it will. I'll now start to have to collect fixed blades. But I swear to God, so I'm willing to start the addiction if I manage to win a free a knife from TCAL, especially if it's a commandant. Was it commandant? Combatant. If I get the combatant, it'll be all over with. I'll carry that scout style at the small of my back, or the back of my trousers. I don't. You can count on one hand how many times I said the word trousers before. Anyways, let's see. How much dollars is a sharpening setup like you have? Well, let's see. Who asked that? PAEMT FF9. Okay, that's a name. He asked me approximately how much dollars is a sharpening setup like I have. Well, the TS Prof cost like $1,000, and the stones, I believe they were like $60-$70 a piece. So yeah, it's a good chunk and change. But you don't need to spend this much money. The Zarlik on Amazon, $120 with stones. And you could even buy TS Prof accessories, you know, and it looks pretty stable. It looks like a better, more stable than the crappy fixed angle stones I used before getting the TS. If I had had the option of getting the Zarlik back then, because I bought this about 5 years ago, I probably wouldn't have a TS Prof. You know, it needs to be. See, the thing is the difference between a cheap guided angle sharpener and a fixed angle sharpener and an expensive one is just how stable it is, and therefore more frustrating and more time consuming. But they all do the same thing. If I wasn't chatting right now, I would have been done with this knife and on to the next. Actually, I probably didn't need to be on this stone right here. But I wasn't sure of how much profiling I did on the curved spots, because my Otoma couldn't get in here, so I had to use these. And it was just a quick thing last night. Let me clean off the blade a little bit and take a look at the bevel. Okay. Time to flip. Actually, I don't need to go 150. I think I'm going to skip that stone and go to 240. Or actually, no, I'm going to go to 400. Because this is real soft steel. Howdy, Nick. Martino Knives. Okay. Oh, that's Jim Cox. Knives are life. B&A, what's the word, my guy? Who had a nice one? Yeah. Oh, this is so far behind. Hang on. It's not updating. There we go. Can't wait to obtain what? Can't wait to obtain one eventually. I don't know what that is. Oh, TCAL. Quit moving. Browser, and I was about to ask you which one you had or ones of mine I need to do my neck cord. Oh. Do you have a recurve attachment for, recurve attachment? No, I just use the half-inch stones. You mean the attachment that so you can change from a convex, a concave adapter? That I don't have, but I do have a scissor sharpening tool accessory, which has not seen any use. Plus, it's also good for sharpening chisels, which I will be doing. Not so much on the scissors thing, but I'll be sharpening chisels. Fook was lucky enough to win a 003. Nice. What did help with gadgets? What did Tommy say? I have no idea. I have no far would buy. Everyone around me is winning a factory first after I bought a factory second. Nice. Well, you know, oh, I forgot. Can't use this stone. Have to use the thin ones. Yeah, I think I put a 400 on. 400 grit, which is really not a grit size. It's a European thing, or the grits don't align. You know, did you know that there is no actually no governing body that says that, you know, if you have a stone that's 80 grit, that it has to be 80 grit, and what defines an 80 grit? There's guidelines, but yeah. It's the Wild West. I Want to Blem has a dude's name and skulls lasered on all over it. Still cool. True that. I can imagine. Robert Willoughby. Hey, how you doing? What's in your pockets? What are you carrying? Oh, I'm going to have to get a refill here of the soap solution. I'm about out. Oh, yeah. This might have to be the last stone, because this stainless steel is very soft. Look, I already got a burr. Nick Martino, yeah, I understand that. That's cool as shit. You know, I don't see a not community member, so to speak, do a whole lot of winning on giveaways on these new YouTube channels. It's usually somebody I know, or at least seen several times before in the chats. But, you know, when I do a giveaway, I don't care who wins. I'm just happy that there are people there to give knives away to. One of my worst cuts from a knife since starting this hobby that I did was I had a knife. I don't even think it was a TS Prof. I think this was prior to my TS Prof. Had a knife all loaded up on here, and I reached underneath for something, and you know, I forgot that there was a sharp edge above my hand when I came up. Yeah, I got the blade. Oh man, almost to the bone. It was nasty. Hell of a cut. Hell of a cut. I think I'll do this a second time because don't want it to be too toothy. Yeah, please. Oh, yeah, and if you could fill that up in 1 squirt of Dawn.
Okay, and just water?
Yeah. Thank you. Rockro, I figured out why I wasn't getting your channel notifications yesterday. YouTube had unsubbed me from your channel. I had to resub yesterday, so I got noticed. Oh, well, you know, I looked into that unsubbing thing, and YouTube says that they don't do that. Um, they blame it on people accidentally unsubbing themselves. But you know, what are they going to say? Yeah, we do it. But yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you, Lou. I have found myself not subbed the people that I swear to God I thought was subbed, but I couldn't swear by it. So, and they say that, you know, the whole thing where it's been passed around. You should make a comment on a video and whatever so your subscription stays intact. YouTube says no, that's a falsehood. We don't unsubscribe people if they think they're spammers or scammers or whatever. What they do is they don't count them in the sub count. They're still there, they're still subscribed, but they don't unsubscribe them. But they just don't count it in the sub count. So there. I don't know. Take that with a grain of salt. Teflon subscriptions are BS. Whoa, what was that? Teflon, okay, I read that. Good starter kit for $110. Yeah, you could do that. Or, you know, if money's a thing, you can get a nice guided system for $110. Now, if you got the money, always move up. It'll save you frustrations, because the more you spend on it, the more stable they are, the less hassle they are. It's like buying a car. You know, a $200, a $300 car or sub $1,000 car will get you the same place as a $20,000 car or a $50,000, $100,000 car. You know, you put gas in it and you go. Some need to be worked on more than others. Some things you do get what you pay for, and the guided sharpening systems are. Where is this for sale? Look on. Well, I'll tell you what. Hang on, I'll show you. I don't know how well I can show you because I'm vertical, but I'll show you what it is. All right. Let's see. It's on Amazon. What the hell? Huh. Okay. Oops. I have to prove that I'm human, I guess. All right. Oh, wait a second. They don't have it. Oh, this is the Ruxin. This is the last fixed angled sharpener that I had before the TS Prof right here. I had the RX09. This is the 08. Oh, this is it right here. Zarlik. Can you see it? Unfortunately, I can't move it over. Wait, I know. Hang on. Hold your horses. How's that? I'll have to redo this, but oh well, such is life. Can you see the system? And Jared, I don't know if you watched Jared Neves do some sharpening lately. This is all he's been using lately, is this Zarlik. 70. The low one is $79.98, and then you can get the more ginned up one for $94.99. This one's a little more stable. Comes with this actually looks more like the Cadet, the TS Prof Cadet, but obviously the Cadet is going to be made out of better materials. But, oh, and sorry, my back was to you. I couldn't see what I was talking about. There we are. See that? That's the Zarlik. Let me get a better. I actually didn't realize that you weren't seeing what I was looking at. Hang on. That's it in a nutshell. Right there. That's the $104 one. Oops, nope. That was the $94 one. This is the $104 one. Would you look at it? Just look at it. And all its $104-ness. it's Zarlik, but yeah, it looks pretty damn stable. And like I said, Jared Neves swears by it. And it was more expensive when he bought his on Amazon. And he worked with them a little bit as a kind of, I guess, consultant to help them develop it better. Well, that's true. Well, see, that's the thing. You get what you pay for. It's $94. How, well is it going to hold up as far as sharpening systems go? This is, let me zoom you back. This is damn near $1,000 right here. This does hold up. Like I said, I've had this for probably close to 5 years now. It comes in a big wooden box. It does take some assembly. The base plate weighs a good chunk. Like 17 pounds. Using it as a guide to make this hole here, I misjudged how deep. I miscalibrated my router with its pattern following bit, and I did take a chunk out of the base a little bit, the decorative part. So I ended up taking the decorative part off. Well, yeah, and do you need to pay $1,000 to get a thing that makes blades sharp? No, but I got to tell you, you shouldn't bulk at all. Spending a couple $100 on a sharpener, you don't blink when you spend a couple $100 on a knife. Look at how many knives that sharpening system could actually be used to maintain, how many hours and hours and hours would you save by having a decent sharpening system? Time is money. Frustration can get the best of you. If it's not easy, it doesn't get done. Mr. Cox, I'd say no, don't do that, because cheap steel takes experience to learn how to sharpen. Because man, you could be sharpening, and you test it, and okay, that's sharp, but I could get it sharper, and then a couple more swipes, and you'd swear to God that you have a fucking butter knife. It's that sharp, It's it's the most bizarrest thing. You sharpen, get sharper, and then all of a sudden, dull. It's the damnedest thing. The best thing to do is to start with, like, say, a D2 knife. That'll learn you some tenacity, because it does take some time to sharpen a D2 knife. But the satisfaction of when you hear that stone go over that blade, the edge of that blade, and it makes that sound that D2 steel makes, it's like, oh yeah, you're fucking doing something. You're removing steel. It's like what's his name, Tim the Toolman Taylor. I'm not. It's been a long time since I've seen it, so I can't do his little gorilla grunts. But oh my God, there's not a feeling like it. Well, there's something to be said about Arkansas stone, or water stones, but it's just frustrating, especially with these modern steels we have that are harder than the material we're using to sharpen with, for God's sake. I mean, that is a losing battle. Real men sharpen knives with their beards. If they had real men's beards, that's true. This thing couldn't sharpen nothing. Although, I used to keep my goatee close cut. I would use a 6mm guide on my clippers, and so it was only 6 millimeters long hair. And you barely see that I actually had a goatee and a mustache until COVID. I grew a full-on beard. I didn't see any reason I wasn't leaving the house. There was no point in shaving, and I looked like a homeless dude. Splotches everywhere. So when COVID was over, so to speak, when life started going back to normal, I shaved my homeless beard off and kept a goatee. This really is like last year. My best friend and boss, he had his wife threw him a 50-year birthday party, and it was a 70s party. And I knew that George was a Magnum PI fan. He loved Thomas Magnum, so I bought a Magnum PI shirt, Hawaiian shirt, which is not if you noticed. Yeah, no, thank you. No, thank you, Lou. Anyways, I had the Thomas Magnum Hawaiian shirt, and I shaved off my goatee, and I used spirit gum to attach the hair on my chest, because Tom Selleck has a full head of hair on his chest. So I glued it to my chest. You did, Zulu. What was that reference to Magnum PI? Oh, Hawaiian shirts, maybe? I only grew my beard when I was done being homeless. Yeah, I could see that. And I'm sorry you had to go through the homeless thing, Fugdoozle. My son, I just recently found out, well, it was a year ago, that he was homeless. A few years ago, he disappeared off the face of the earth, and he disappeared somewhere up in Canada. That was the last place I knew that he was at, was up in Canada, and there was no way that we could find him. My ex, his mother actually hired a PI, and they couldn't locate him. Ah, I see. Yeah, that's because you're old now, Fook, right? That's why it was many, many moons ago. Ah, well, that's funny. That's funny, Lou. Well, I don't know if you noticed, but since I started this channel back in, well, did my first live on my 63rd birthday. Thank you very much. I have since lost 35 pounds. Very more than 35 pounds, but it's closer to 40, but not quite 40 yet. Yeah, so this is baggy. When I first started, it was a little tight when I sat down. So there. But yeah, I get the reference because Tom Selleck's got a physique. Actually, you know, I'm going to take you guys with me, and I'm going to take care of a bad habit. I'm not even going to bother to put up the be right back. Oh, well, maybe I should. I'm taking them with me. I'm going to talk to them. Yeah. Yeah, that's okay. They can hear me. But let me put the be right back on. Set the timer. Oh, I should only be 5 minutes. Oh, for some reason the timer's not working. Oh well. I won't turn on the timer, but you'll see the be right back. And I'm going to put you on my phone so I can chat with y'all. God bless it. That's not fun. Smoke them if you got them. Smoke them if you got them. Did you hear that? I'll turn the volume down. Mr. Mole, howdy do, sir. I was 200 pounds once, and then my mother-in-law came back. No, that's funny. I am. I'm about to give my lungs a treat. So I'm thinking I'm going to do a vertical again on either Thursday or Friday because I'm off Thursday and Friday. So I only have a 2-day work week this week. I work Tuesday and Wednesday. It's one of the advantages of working for a company for over 24 years. I get a lot of vacation time. So this Thursday is Juneteenth Day, and it's a federal holiday. And the company I work for, Hewlett Packard, it's a company holiday. Well, I can't see actually working on Thursday and then have to go working on Friday. That's just not right. So I took Friday off. So all you loser, all I have is some Parmesan. Oh man, Parmesan cheese, but I'm gonna try, right, to smoke it. That's funny. I haven't tried smoking cheese. I do have a smoker, offset smoker. It's Oklahoma Joe's. It works in reverse. The smoke box is one side, and the smokestack is on the same side, and the smoke heat goes underneath, and it comes back over the top. Mr. Dobbins, what's up? What's in your pockets? What are you carrying? Smoke some cream cheese, throw some barbecue seasoning on it. Yeah, that sounds good. Gentleman of honor. Yes, sir. That does sound good. I love me some cream cheese. I can just take that comes from my days when I was trying to lose weight on the Atkins diet. I take a big spoonful of cream cheese and look on that for about 20 minutes. Whoop, wait. Damn it. Loser, wait, what's going on? Is Ron taking a dump right now? No, Ron is not taking a dump. Otherwise, you'd be hearing some grunting. No, I'm just out having a smoke. Is Ron rubbing baby oil all over himself right now? That's funny. I like talking to you guys. I need to have my head examined. Hey, y'all let me know when KC is about to come on or whatever. I'm definitely going to go as long as 4 o'clock, but I think somebody else starts alive at 4. I'm not sure. I bet you can hear me now. I didn't realize my mic wasn't turned on that screen. I'll have to fix that. Can you hear me now? All right. Yeah, my bad. I didn't realize my mic wasn't turned on that screen. I'll have to fix that. Anyways, I thought what Fook, I think it was Fook, said about the mother-in-law was hilarious. Yeah. Unfortunately, that didn't work out. But anyways, let me go ahead and finish this knife. With all this blabbing, I'll never get to my other knives. What program are you using to stream on? I'm using OBS. Gentleman of Honor. It works good. You just you got to be cognizant of everything you need to do. It's kind of like having a Windows system as opposed to a Mac, where everything on like Macintoshes, on Apple systems, everything is catered to the least common denominator, the weakest link, where so they have to provide for the easiest thing for you all to do. Microsoft is there are more things that you can do yourself. You just need to drill down and be able to do it. You need to be able to think. You need to be able to use your head. But anyways, that's what I think about Apple. Let's see. That's not a good screen to see the sharpening process. Let's see, where is it? There it is. V sharp. There we go. There we go. That's better. How's that? Later, Fook, you taking off? Dinner time, huh? Did you even say what you're having for dinner? You too, Fook. You have a good night. Let's see on Casey's live stream in an hour or so. Let me clean this edge up a little bit. Fook eats S90VN hot dogs. Nice. Yeah, but how expensive, Jim Cox, how expensive is it? This is free. Everything I have, everything I use to stream, besides my cameras and my microphone, are free. That's the thing. I don't have to pay a damn thing. And after hearing about all the issues that people have with StreamYard and how much they have to pay for it, for that privilege, they have free or $19 a month. Yeah, that's $19 I don't have to pay, and I have all the functionality that I want. It just takes time to work out the bugs. See, now I'm just feeling for the burr. Flip over. This might be the last time with this stone. I think I might go one more stone, go to 800, and call it a day. Jim Cox, I'm using OBS. Let's see, Gentleman of Honor says I'm using OBS. Currently pretty happy with it. was going to suggest Ron download Elgato's free phone app so he can transition scenes on my phone. Yeah, I thought about doing that, but you know, I only go to oh yeah, you mean instead of having a Stream Deck. I plan on getting a Stream Deck. I want to get a Stream Deck Plus, but that's eventually, maybe after I become monetized, probably in a year or so. But loser, got to take care. Take care, Ron, Crow, and all. Thank you for coming, Lou. Appreciate it. Hit that like button in case you haven't already on your way out. Jim Cox, yeah, I use OBS for the virtual cam. Yeah, I haven't used the virtual cam yet. Plan on it when next time I have a guest spot so they can see what I'm seeing. And let's see. One more stone, I should be done. I should be done in about 10 minutes. Robo Stevio, what's up? What's in your pockets? What are you carrying? Welcome to the nest. I'm going to have to take a leak here in a second. You know how that is. If you don't take a leak every once in a while, you'll explode. And nobody wants that kind of mess. By the way, which comedian did I steal that from? Not that I can actually remember his name. He just recently passed away. He was a big guy. He also hosted The Family Feud for a while. And then he was on some show where he dressed up like, he was playing an older lady. But he was talking about sweating. First time on the Johnny Carson show. For you youngins, Johnny Carson used to host the Tonight Show. He wasn't the original host. Louis Anderson. Thank you, Robo Stevio. You are correct for $200. Anyways, I believe it was his first line. He comes out on stage. This is the first time on the Carson Show, first time on TV. He comes out and he wipes and he sweat profusely. He takes a handkerchief and wipes his brow, and he says, "Pardon me if I sweat, because if I don't, I'll explode." I died. I was on the living room floor laughing my ass off. That was so funny. I was probably, let's see, I was in my teens. We lived in Cleveland at the time, Cleveland, Ohio, that is. That was hilarious. Back then I was allowed to stay up and watch the monologue for the Johnny Carson show, but on the weekends, on a Friday night, I was allowed to watch the whole thing. I'd sit there and watch that, and on Saturdays I'd watch Saturday Night Live with the original, not for primetime players, putting newspapers together, because I was a paper boy, and I delivered. It was a morning route, the Cleveland Plain Dealer, and the newspaper came in parts, and you had to put them together. Scott, what's up, Mr. You see, I'm sharpening my son's knife, and I think I'm on my last stone. And then I just gotta own it, hone it, and then do a little stropping. Or I might do a little stropping and then hone it. But I'm having a grand old time. Oh, yeah. Okay, nice burr. Yeah, I think this is the last stone. It's F800, so it's about 800 grit. Do one more pass per side. Yeah, nice. Nice burr. Now I'm going to do a couple deburring passes. Let me clean off the knife bit. Now remember, when you're deburring a knife, you just want to go over it with just the weight of the stone. One pass per time. Because the last thing you want to do is create a burr. Because the whole point in honing a knife is to get rid of the burr. Yeah, nice toothy edge. This will wreck some cardboard and some 2-liter bottles. Nice. I left my honing rod in the living room. Let me go get it. I'll be right back. Well, you'll still hear me because I'm not changing nothing. But it'll be a second. Here I am. Woohoo! Looks Russian. What looks Russian? I believe it is. TS Prof is made in Russia. Ooh. Oh, that's a nice wicked edge. I believe it's a TS Prof Cadet Pro. No, it's a TS Prof KO3 or K03. I thought about getting the Cadet Pro, but since I had the cash, I was thinking that if I go Cadet Pro, I'll always have it in the back of my mind that I should have got the TS Prof KO3. So, oh, yeah, nature calls. I'm going to leave you behind. I'm going to leave the mic here. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Oops. I believe I just unfocused my camera. Bumped up with my head. There we go. That's better. Let's see. So I'm back. I don't know where I put my microphone. There it is. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Yes, it is. J Boss, it is a very good piece of equipment. Thank you very much for noticing. Nice. One of these days I'll buy one. Good. I think everybody should have one. Oh my God, that's sharp. Now to do a little bit of stropping. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, this is a nice coarse strop. It's got, these strops have, these have been since re-leathered a couple times. This is a 9 micron diamond emulsion from Stroppy Stuff. Look at this. So I have a 9, 6, 3, and a 0.5 micron strops. I think I'm just going to go from here to the 0.5. And call it a day on this knife. See, it's 6. Now let me go to 4. I'm sorry, it's a 4. I'll do 4 and then call it a day. Well, at least with this knife. And then I have a chef's knife to do. And for all you people that are still here or lurking or listening and just in the back, have me in the background of, you know, whatever lovemaking you're doing or whatever, or self-abuse, hit that like button and subscribe, and please make a comment. Keep an eye out. I think I'm going to do a live stream either Thursday or Friday, and my normal live stream on Saturday. And on Saturday will most certainly be a giveaway. Just saying. So there's that. I got that going for me, and so do you. Because I don't know about you guys, but I think I do some really good giveaways. I mean, you know, there's no bees. I don't get my knives for free. I'm excited for that. Cool. And gentlemen of honor, if you haven't already subscribed, please do so. Oh, by the way, oops, this is the whatchamacallit, the honing rod I was telling you about. A link in my description of the video, or any video. It's like $8. Nice ceramic rod. It's cheap. It's compact, and I get nothing from it other than the satisfaction that if you buy one, that you have some decent equipment. Yeah. I only have one affiliate link, and that's for Fintizo knives. It's a 10% leak. You can save yourself $10. I believe the nice gentleman of honor. I believe, yeah, I have one as affiliate link, and that's Fintizo, and I believe their Father's Day sale is still going on, which is a damn good sale. You can get a nice 14C 28N knife, and they're superb knives for around $30 some odd, and then you can save another 10% off using my coupon code. I get a little credit and a little kickback, but and I would appreciate it. But I'm not saying they're good knives because I'm making some money on it. I'm saying they're good knives because they're good knives. Legion of Steel, I believe. Not to be confused with Legion Steel knives. Legion of Steel or Legion of something did a video using the Odyssey. I believe it was the Odyssey, which is 14C28N, and they went out and they normally test fixed blades, and they were doing this folder, and they hacked up some wood logs, and they did some batoning and making some wood chips with their knife, and when they were all said and done, they could still cut paper with it, with the edge. So that tells you there's some quality in their steel. I think this is the last pass, and then I'm gonna remove the knife and do a final own, and then do a cut paper test. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm feeling ballsy. I don't know, mind you, this is a 20-degree bevel, so I should be able to cut paper towel with this. But let's see. Look at that. Look at that. It's a little ragged, but damn. Just damn. That's 20-degree bevel per side. Look at that. You just look at it. Oh yeah, that's nice. Yeah, buddy. You can shave with this. Look at that. Look at that hair. That's just an hour's worth of work. Did my chat freeze? Nope. Nobody's talking. Thank you, sir. Agro. Guess what you've done? See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Well, that was rude, wasn't it? Oh, man. I am proud of that. This is the first time I've... Yeah, that was rude. That was the first time. This is the first time I've sharpened a knife to 20-degree bevel. Normally, for my knives, I sharpen at 14 or 18. Oh, sorry, 14 or 17. But this next knife, look at this. I'm going to do my chef's knife. It's a Dalstrong. It's made with VG10. Nope, my bad. It is OS 10. Sure, make a comment, baby. Make a comment. I can find you and I'll make you a mod. Alex Kerber said hi. I said hi back. I use a TS Prof K03. All right, baby, you're a managing mod. Okay, so we're going to do this. Oh, I got to put this piece back on. I took it off so I could sharpen the knife for my son. Dudes, I'm going on 2 hours now. If you want to bail, go ahead. No love lost. I appreciate y'all sticking around, but I'm going to hang around here and sharpen this final knife. And keep on pretending somebody's listening as long as you guys pretend that you're there. This knife I'm going to sharpen at a 10-degree bevel. Now, I don't know if any of y'all were here when I originally tried to sharpen this knife, but when Brown Sugar, hey, welcome. I'm glad you're kicking around. Anyways, when I originally started to sharpen this on the live stream, I had discovered there was a bunch of chips. The edge was chipped, and I could have been here for a heck of days. Oops, my bad. I could have been here for a heck of days sharpening this knife, but I decided to wait. And oops. I decided to wait and put it through my Ken Onion power sharpener, so I could, so it would be easier. Something's not loose. I appreciate you hanging out, Brown Sugar. So do you sharpen your own knives? I get a certain amount of satisfaction sharpening knives. You know, especially, I love sharpening other people's knives. That's nice when you can see the look on their face when they see how sharp that edge is. And for those that are still hanging about, to reiterate, any of the knives that I do give away, I do offer my sharpening services for free. I'll sharpen any of my giveaway knives, and even giving them a little tune-up with some oil and good cleaning. If not yet, well, you know, Alex Kerber, I showed here. Let me show you on the screen. I still have the website up. If I can find where I can, let's see. Yeah, there you go. Here's the brand. See Zarlik right there. This is Amazon. Zarlik guided fixed angle sharpener for $104. You can get that, which is a good starting point. So I've been officially live for 2 hours. If you have a lot of knives, you almost have to sharpen them yourself. Yes, or there's if you have a lot of knives and you rotate through them, you very rarely have to sharpen because the knives very rarely get dull because you're going from knife to knife to knife every day. But, so there's that argument. But, yeah, I started sharpening because I got my first, what the heck brand was that? That was the, it was a German knife, German chef's knife I bought when I was, actually, believe it or not, stationed in England. I bought it at the BX, the Base Exchange. Michael McCoy, welcome to the nest. Thank you for coming. Hit that like button. If you're not already subscribed, please do so. And I would appreciate you making a comment on this video when this is over, and on any other videos that you can. I do respond to every single comment. I do have that many. Or you don't have. Are you missing an N? Or was the T a mistake? A boo-boo. Good to be here. Good to have you here. Let me put me on the screen here so you can actually, so I'm actually talking to you and you're talking to me as opposed to talking to a sharpener on Amazon. So anyways, that's, it was a Henkel's. It was a Henkel's chef's knife, and I got it, and man, that thing, as thin a blade as that was, it stayed sharp for at least a year. Now, mind you, I was in the Air Force then, so I only cooked occasionally, most of it microwave, but I still appreciated a good stone. Anyways, that got me appreciating a very, very sharp knife. And so I got the stuff that I needed to keep that knife sharpened. And since then, I had bought several Henkels. At the time, that was the only knife for me. Getting nice Henkels. Now, it's not the same kind of Henkels you get from Walmart, don't you know? It was a pretty decent steel. I don't recall what steel it is. I still have the damn chef's knife. But I loved it. So I learned how to sharpen via hand with water stones. Yeah, so then I eventually ended up with these Dow Strongs. It was love at first sight. Got my first Dow Strong, and here's another one that I got to sharpen. Might not get to it today, but look at that. Would you look at it? Look at that beautifulness. Look at that. Stainless steel, embossed symbol on here. Look at that, the heel of the tang. And look at that, I call it a rivet, but it's a pin. Look at the detail in that. Like I said, this is VG10, no, OS10. Which, I don't care what you've heard, OS10, or at least this OS10, retains its edge beautifully. Yeah, and you know what, Brown Sugar? You know what's really great about these Dow Strongs? Now, mind you, they're way more expensive now than when I first started buying them. When I first bought them, they only sold on Amazon, and the first one cost me $100. Now, I believe the 8-inch, 7-inch, or 8-inch chef knife costs $169. But even still, that's a steal as far as these chef knives go. Now, mind you, it's a Chinese, Dow Strong is a Chinese company, but they use the Japanese steel. Anyways, great quality stuff. Comes in a nice magnetic closure box with a nice Kydex. I think Kydex, but it could be just a plastic sheath. And you get a little soapstone, not a soapstone, but I forget what the stone is called, but there's this little stone that comes with it that you would use to flatten or service one of your water stones. And it comes with, the normal accoutrement that we normally get with folding knives. Nice microfiber cloth, blah, blah, blah. And you also get a Dow Strong, this lion head pin, which is cool. Anyways, and that's with every single knife they sell. And they have knives that are long enough to almost to qualify being, let me bigify me. I'm gonna bigify me. Bigify me. Bigify me. I'm gonna bigify me. Sorry for singing off tune. Yeah. Anyways, here we go. They got knives that are about this long, 23 inches or so, I think. Oh my God, it's like a sword. That is fucking cool as hell. Anyways, yeah, and still just as inexpensive. So it's a hell of a deal. Let me find my 140. Yeah, there we go. It's been a while since I've actually sharpened this knife, so it's dull as hell for the start. But because it's so thin, this knife shouldn't take long at all. So nobody should ever be afraid of sharpening their knives. The biggest thing that people, the biggest problem, let me stop here because I got to talk with my hands and I need to look into your eyes. Look, the biggest, I think the biggest hang up of knives, sharpening knives, is people are afraid of knowing what to do. And, well, there's the internet. And YouTube. Go figure. Great instruction on how to sharpen knives. Best bet to do is to watch some knife sharpening with Neves. He's a damn good sharpener. Cal Coonley used to look up to him. I don't know if he still looks up to him, but he used to look to Jared for instruction. Anyways, now some of the stuff he does, he doesn't talk the talk and walk the walk. But you know, he's got the experience, so he can take liberties with his movements when he's sharpening. But still, I've learned freaking tons from Jared Neves just in the last 2 years. Unbelievable how much I've learned from him. And I've learned a little bit from Cal Coonley from the times I was able to ask him questions and he's able to answer them. And you take whatever information you get and you process it in your head in the way that you can understand it and the way that you can actually put it in use, and then you just do it. Personally, if I had my druthers, I would have never learned to hand sharpen. I would have started off with this guided system. Now, let me adjust this to 10 degrees because I'm adjusted for 20. Now, according to Amazon, the Dow Strong's Amazon page, they sharpen their knives to 8 degrees on one side, 12 degrees on another. So I'm going to split the difference and do 10-10. Make sure I'm free and clear. I'm still not low enough. Gotta go a little lower. Oh, can't do it. Can't do it. Can't do it. So let me bring this up a little bit. And then, oh, no, I have to go down lower with this. Okay, we're at 9.4. Let me bring it up. Let's see. That's 10%. 10 degrees. Watch how long this takes. Oh, wait. This has to be adjusted because I'm hitting the top of this and it's a little tall anyways. There we go. There we go. I'm going to make sure that's tight. There's the Allen. Yeah, one of the drawbacks of doing this live is you get distracted with the whole mechanics and everything. I forget where I'm putting stuff. Okay, so let me make sure this is tight. I don't know what I do with the little teeny Allen, which is a 1 millimeter. Oh well. All right, so. Oops. My bad. Didn't make sure that was tight. Okay. That's right. Oh. Let me do that so you can actually see what I'm doing. There we go. That's a little crooked. There we go. Oh. What the hell happened? Nope, that's too much. Must be from when I bumped my head on the thing. Let me go ahead and do this. All right. Then move this aside. So you can almost see the full edge. There we go. How's that? Get me live. There we go. Now you can see the whole knife. Just did my first 13-degree angle on my XM18. Oh boy, is it a slicing improvement. I'm telling you, right? And 13 degrees, holy crap. What's up? Just dropping in. Hey, Mr. Miller, how you doing? How you doing? What's in your pockets? What are you carrying? What you have for lunch? What are you having for dinner? I'm hitting the top of this nut. That's no good. Let me, I'm going to have to loosen that up, and I need to find that Allen wrench. I don't know where I put it. Don't know. Ow! Oops. I may have just cut myself. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know what I did with the Allen. Oh, yeah, I cut myself. I'm bleeding. I'm bleeding. Should I just barely touched the knife, and the knife isn't sharp. Anyways, what'd I do with that on? Damn it. And I was around here somewhere. Anyways, let's see. No lunch, working Thunderhead. Oh, man. God damn you, Jim Miller. Thunderhead's one of my grail knives right now. It's one of those knives that are unattainable. And it's unattainable because I ain't got no money. Here it is. Which is a damn shame. Damn shame. Because I want me some Thunderhead. I did, on his last drop, I did get another, when I say his, for those unwashed masses, KC at, oh. Tempest knives. I actually had to do, wasn't software, I had to do a mechanical adjustment. Anyways, of my camera. There we go. I managed to get the, oh Jesus, what's the budget knife that he has? For some reason I can't. Tis but a scratch. But sir, your arm is off. Monty Python. You know, eventually I knew somebody was going to quote Monty Python to me. Oh, anyways, I gotta physically adjust that knife. Where's that? Tis but a flesh wound. Here it is. Oh, but I am still openly bleeding. Definitely not one of the worst cuts I've ever had. Anyways, let's see. I need to move the blade a little further away because I'm hitting the top of this screw. Get some glue, super glue. I don't know that there's enough of a issue for super glue. It's just a little scratch essentially. I just need to put a little peroxide on it and a band-aid on long enough for the direct pressure to stop the bleeding, because it's not really bleeding, it's more seepage. Let's see. Wait. Put some spam on it. Move along. That's funny. I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. Spam. I just picked up a Freak Show EDC sharpened modded dust elf. Nice. Good pickup, Mr. McCoy. I can only assume that Mr. Freak Show knows what he's doing. He seems to. I haven't seen his handiwork. Same thing as I trust that Kyle Coonley knows what he's doing, because there's so many people that sings his praises. But I couldn't attest to it because I've never seen one of their edges. Watch your fingers, Freak Show edges are mean. That's from Jim Miller. Be forewarned, Mr. McCoy. Or should I call you Doc? Dr. McCoy. I'm a knife sharpener, damn it. I'm a doctor, not a knife sharpener. That's why I wear thin cut resistant gloves. I hear you, Scott. Ask my fingers about his edge. Is that another way to say talk to the hand? No, that's hilarious. I crack myself up. Thanks for the warning, Jim. All right, that's nice and tight. Let's see. So I should be able to do this now. That's why they used to call me at work, Doc or Bones. Are you a medic? I'm just asking. We called our medic, when we had one at our Kalkar Air Station in Germany, we called him Doc. Still do. His wife calls him Doc, for God's sake, on Facebook. Oh, yeah. I got me a burr. Let me do a couple more passes, because I think this needs it. Nope. Just worked IT for years. Gotcha. Well, you fix things. Yeah, I can see that. See, can you hear that? Can you hear it? Oh, I'm not wearing my microphone. Where is my microphone? Oh, yeah, I am. It's just not in the spot that I normally put it. Anyways, can you hear that? Hear the high pitch? That's because that tells you how thin that blade is at the edge. All right, that's oops, whoa. That's a nice. That was a nice burr. All right, it's just whoa. There's barely enough clearance. It's gonna just take a couple passes. Oh yeah. We have burr. We have good burr. I think I could work this the whole 1200. Let's put on this 80. Might be able to skip a few stones though. Yeah, exactly. Full fire 0. That's what I was saying. Have you ever seen a tree grow or a knee grow? Some mods. See you, JJK. Nice knowing you. You gonna get it? There you go. Thank you. That was bad taste. Well, Colleen, Texas, the only mod in here that I know of. Mr. Miller, you're volunteering for the job? I only have like 5 or 6 mods. I hate trolls. Yes, I do too. I'm willing to make you a mod if you want to be a mod, or if you're willing to take on that task. Yeah, I know, right, Brown Sugar? Seriously. That was like a... he might be a master mod, but not in this house. Or is he? Nope. But he's got a wrench now. Mr. Miller, do good work. Anyways, yeah, you know, I'll tell you, if they talk nonsense, that's okay. I don't take a cotton to any racism, anything about any sexes. Definitely no frickin' stupid goddamn politics, and nothing bad about the Queen. Anyways, otherwise, I am very tolerant, because, you know, especially in the vertical, I expect a few cases, but yeah, the racism, that's got to go. That's no bueno. I grew up in Cleveland, Ohio, where racism was, not racism, not as bad as that, although there was a bunch of racism. I lived through some race riots when I was going through high school, and yeah, that was no bueno. I went to a high school that was, let's see, and they actually posted this on a newsletter. It was 29% black. No, sorry, my bad. 79% black, 29% white, and 2% other minorities. And I was a other minority. And there was this little racial thing. Now, mind you, the high school went from 9th to 12th grade. There was this, we call it riots. And you had to fear for your life, no matter what race you were. And they closed the school for 15 days. And when we came back to school, now the school was essentially a square, 6 floors, right? So you had the outer ring, which faced the streets, and then you had the inner ring. And there was a Cleveland policeman stationed at the corner of all 4 corners of every floor, and to help us feel safe. It was pretty bad, especially during that time. And it was, I saw, I was sitting in, I think it was a history class. Now, mind you, our teacher was black. The rest of the class was black. There was 4 white kids in this class, and he made us 4 white kids as foremen in his classroom. And we were actually up on a stage that was 6 inches higher than everybody else. If that isn't asking for frickin' trouble, I don't know what is. And anyways, so there was this racial incident at the school. This was like the day 1 of the riots. I saw some poor white kid sitting in a Ford Mustang convertible in a McDonald's parking lot. See, our class, our 4 seats, we could see out the windows. We were facing the windows. We're facing the class, but on the other side of the class was the windows. And so we could see the McDonald's parking lot. And we saw this poor kid was sitting in his car, minding his own business, eating his McDonald's, eating his Big Mac and his fries and his chocolate shake. And his mob comes up to the car. First there was some vocalization. I don't know what was said. Couldn't hear him. At least not clearly. It was loud though. And they pulled this poor boy. I say boy. He was probably in his early 20s. And pulled this poor boy out of his vehicle and beat the shit out of him. And we were all stunned. Even the rest of the whole class, we were stunned at that we witnessed this. This kid had no chance at all. They just beat the crap out of him, and that was the first thing we see. Hey, Barbie, welcome. Sorry, the downer city of this live stream, but welcome to the nest. Anyways, yeah, and so it was kind of scary, and that taught me that racism is bad. Hey, Big Bird, I just finished your knife. Holy crap. Is this thing sharp? You're going to love it. I got paper towel on a 20-degree bevel. Yeah, that's sharp. 20 degrees. So, anyways, yeah, that gave me a sharp lesson, essentially. No pun intended. Love you too, Bubba. Yeah, I'm just having fun sharpening and blabbering. As long as people are in here, and it seems like people are catching a second wind. And Casey from Knives Fast is about to go live. And I'm sure he's going to be doing an epic giveaway because he's got, I don't know, 30,000, 30 million, and 30,000 subscribers. I don't know if he's celebrating today. When you mail it, well, give me some time, dude. Probably Thursday or Friday. I got to work tomorrow. Holy crap, I got to work tomorrow. Well, I didn't drink that much, so there we go. All right, that's done. Let's go to the next one. $30,000. One heck of a party night tonight. Really? Is he going to be celebrating tonight? Because sometimes they like to delay for certain swag getting in. Because if they are, I'm done here in 10 minutes. Although, yeah, because he tends, when he does these big ones, he tends to do a giveaway right off the bat. I don't do enough giveaways to be able to afford to give one off at the beginning of a stream. But I don't know. Keep an eye out. When I hit 500 subs, I'll be giving away. I'm thinking at least right now five knives. Hopefully, some people, I'll get some donations. But right now, it's just me. And I'm planning on 5 knives. Oh man, how'd that move again? Did I bump it? Holy crap. I did. Either that or it's sinking, or I don't know what the deal is. I think I'm being sabotaged. 7 minutes? Yeah, you got 7 minutes? Oh, you gotta go pee and stuff, huh? I understand. See you, Jim. Oh, I'm at the skirts. Apparently, I'm having technical difficulties. Okay, there we go. I was going the wrong way. Yeah. Janik Thompson, what's your setup? It's a TS Prof K03 is what I'm using. At least as far as knives go. If you're talking about my YouTube setup, well, that's a different story. Huh. Now that requires more focusing. There we go. Oops. You know, it's hard to do this stuff when you're backwards. Oh. Anyways, I think it's about time to call it quits. Thank y'all for coming here. What would you do for a fish fillet knife to get it crazy sharp? You mean just a fillet knife? Is it the exact same thing I'm doing here? Holy crap! It's like I have fillet knives, boning knives. You just gotta support them because they're flimsy, because they're so thin. Just make sure they're fully supported so they don't flex too much, and you go to town. Things are coming loose. That's what I would do, anyways. I don't have a fillet knife. I have a boning knife, which is crazy thin. Okay, I'm getting there. Getting close. Getting close. I don't know what the hell happened. I only bumped the knife once. I mean, not the knife, but I only bumped the sharpener once from my head. And so I'm not sure what the hell happened. They get it all out of alignment. I mean, everything's on a tripod and I'm gonna call it quits. How's the degree on your thin boning knife? Well, I would probably go at least 40 degrees, at least the minimum. I haven't sharpened it yet. Oops. But that's what I would do. Holy crap. I'm making a mess of this. This is something you shouldn't do on a live stream. Let that be a lesson to you. It's not the easiest thing to do in the world, and when you're live either. Try to keep everything in balance when you don't have that much control. Anyway, sounds good. Thanks for the stream. Anyone you suggest us to go watch after the stream? Yeah, go to Lives Fast. He's most likely going to be doing a big giveaway tonight. So go there, subscribe, like, and watch. And it's all about KC. Casey, in case you didn't know, Casey at Lives Fast is also the owner of holy crap, what the hell? Hey, somebody help me out that's in here. What the hell's Casey's company's name? Begins with a T. For some reason I can never remember. And I don't have one of his knives out. What? Tempest Knives. Anyways, Casey at Knives Fast. He has some great knives. He does a great live stream. Thank you, Rick's Knives. You're a little late on that. Colleen text beat you to it. But I appreciate you being here, Rick. Hey, hit that like and subscribe button. I'm sure you're subscribed, but hit that thumbs up. Anyways, dudes, Casey's about to start if he hasn't already. And y'all have a good night. Brown Sugar, see you in the streams.